Hello everybody and happy Monday. I hope you're all doing wonderful today. In case you didn't know, this week is Passion Week, which means the week between Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday. And during this week, Jesus did lots of things that are written in the Bible, and people do their best to put these all on different days of the week. So every day this week, we're going to go through the stories that people say happened on those days. Even though we're not 100% sure, this is our best estimate. So let's get into the stories that happened today. The part of the story we'll be reading today is found in the book of Mark, chapter 11, verse 12. So if you have a Bible, why don't you go and find it right now and you can read along with me. It's in the book of Mark, chapter 11, verse 12. Here we go. The next day, as they were leaving Bethany, Jesus was hungry. Seeing in the distance a fig tree in leaf, he went to find out if it had any fruit. When he reached it, he found nothing but leaves, because it was not the season for figs. Then he said to the tree, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And his disciples heard him say that. So in this story, Jesus had just spent the night in Bethany and was heading to Jerusalem, and he was hungry. He sees a fig tree in the distance and starts walking towards it. Now, where Jesus was, there wasn't snow, but you'll just have to use your imagination here because this is North Dakota, and of course there's going to be snow in April. Well, when he gets to the fig tree, he sees, there's also not actually fig trees in North Dakota, but you'll just have to pretend that too. Here's what a fig tree looks like for reference. He sees the fig tree, and then he looks at it, and it has leaves on it, but there are no figs. And in case you don't know what a fig looks like, here's a picture for reference. He sees that there's no figs, and so he says to the tree, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And then he walks away. And that's the end of this story for now, but you'll have to tune in again tomorrow to hear the end of that story. Why did Jesus curse the fig tree? Because it wasn't producing fruit. Now this is a good lesson for us too, that we should always make sure we're producing good fruit. Now, one of the ways that we produce good fruit is by having the fruit of the Spirit, which is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So always make sure you're striving to have those things in your life. There's one other story that happened that day, so get your Bibles back out again and look at verse number 15. On reaching Jerusalem, Jesus entered the temple courts and began driving out those who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves, and would not allow anyone to carry merchandise through the temple courts. And as he taught them, he said, "Is it not written, 'My house will be called a house of prayer for all nations'? But you have made it a den of robbers." The chief priests and the teachers of the law heard this and began looking for a way to kill him, for they feared him, because the whole crowd was amazed at his teaching. So Jesus went to the table and was really frustrated and started flipping over their tables. But not for no reason. He was mad because the people there were trying to sell salvation, which is something only God can give us, right? So that's a good reason to flip tables, but you should not do that at home, okay guys? Alright, the last verse we're going to read today is verse number 19. When evening came, Jesus and his disciples went out of the city. And that concludes Monday of the Passion Week. Make sure you tune back in for another video of what happened on Tuesday. It's going to be fun, so you're going to want to be there. Until then, make sure you're showing all the good fruit of the Spirit. And don't flip any tables. Bye guys!